Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel SAP Formula. In today's class, let us see item category. What do you mean by item category? What are the fields that control the item data and how this item category is determined into sales order? In last class, we saw almost 38 fields that controls the sales document. Okay, in today's class, let us see what are the fields that control the item data. See, first of all, you should understand what is item data and what is item category. So whenever I create a sales order, so VA01, I will enter the document type. Okay, if I click enter, now I will enter the customer, I will enter the material, I will enter the quantity. Now, as soon as I enter material and quantity, okay, now I will click enter. You can see the item category field is empty here. Okay, the item category field is empty here. Now, if I click enter, system will propose the item category TAN. How this item category is determined into sales order. We have a concept called item category determination. With the help of sales order type, okay, what is the sales order type? The sales order type is ZSOR. And what is the item category group? Okay, if I double click on this line item and if I place the cursor on this material and if I click on display, system will take me to material master. Now I can see what is the item category group. So combination of, okay, the combination of item category group and the order type ZSOR, okay, ZSOR is helping to determine TAN into sales document type. So what is item data? If you double click on this item, whatever the data you can see is nothing but item data. So this item category TAN, okay, item category TAN will control the item data. Okay, and what is the source data for this item data? What is the source? The source data for this item is a material master, customer master info record, some controlling fields and some condition master. So these are the source for item data. The same thing I have mentioned here. Item data is a data which is applicable to particular line item in sales document. Item data will be controlled by item category. The source for item data is material master, customer master info record, some part of configuration, and some part of control data and condition master. T code to define item categories VOV7. So we have a path, okay, slash and SPRO. Go to reference IMG. Go to sales and distribution module. Sales and distribution module. Now go to sales. Go to sales documents. Now go to sales document item. You can say define item category and assign item category. These are the two steps we need to perform to determine item category into sales order. Now I will first create what is the item category. Okay, so we have some standard item categories. For enquiry it is AFN, quotation is AGN, okay, and for order it is TAN, rush order TAN, cash sale BVN, returns REN, credit memo invoice G2N, debit memo for L2N, invoice correction G2N, free of charge is KLN, subsequent delivery free of charge is also KLN, and consignment fill up, consignment issue, consignment pickup. Okay, all these are the item category, that is, KBN, KEN, KRN, KAN, KMN. And for value contract also we have WKN, and value contract material specific is WKN. Scheduling agreement and item proposal. These are the 20 business process I have explained in my previous videos. Please check this 20 business process. So whenever you create any order, whether it is a quantity contract or a value contract, these item categories will be determined because these are standard item categories. Okay, and these are the document type. For these document type and the material item category group will help to fetch the item category. Okay, and we have some other business process like free goods. Okay, for free goods it is TANN, and for third party process TAS, third party returns is TASG, individual purchase order I can also call IPO process TAB, make to order TAK, configure material TAC, service material TAD, delivery without order reference is DLN, text item TATX, value item STO returns, intercompany STO returns, BOM header pricing main item, sub item, BOM item pricing main item and sub item, material determination header pricing main item, and sub item, material termination item, pricing main item, and sub item. All these, okay, all these item categories you should remember. Okay, in interview they will ask what is the item category for cash sale or what is the item category for free goods. Okay, all these item categories are very, very important. Now, what I will do, I will create one item category with reference to standard TAN. Okay, I will copy this item category. I will go to click on copy as. I will give my own item code ZTAZ and I will give descriptions. For example, I will give Z. Okay. Is this relevant also? Is this entry also relevant for copying control? Click on S and save this. Now what will happen? All the data from TAN will be copied to ZTAN. Okay. Now I will save this. Now I will save this. Now what is the second step? Second step, you have to define item category. See, now if I create a sales order, okay, if I create a sales order that is slash OVA01, okay, VA01, click enter, enter the customer, enter the material. I will enter the order quantity. Now the item category is TAN. But what is the item category that we created? ZTAZ, right? If that item category has to be determined into sales order, then we have to do item category determination or assign item category. So execute this function, do assign item category. What is the sales document type? ZSOR. What is the item category group in the material master? NORM. Click enter and change this to ZTAZ. Okay, and save this. And save this. Now, if you create a sales order, okay, slash and VA01, slash and VA01, click enter, enter the customer, enter the material, enter the order quantity. You can see item category as ZTAZ. So this is how you will create one new item category and you will assign item category to document type and item category group. Okay. So hope you understood how you can create one new item category and how you can determine that item category into sales document type. Now there are so many fields in item category. Okay, I'll come back. I will go to define item categories and I will go to ZTAZ. Okay. If I double click on this line item, see there are so many fields which controls the item data. So let us see some important fields, whatever you're seeing here. Let us discuss some important fields which you should know as a functional consultant. Okay. First one is item type. So what do you mean by item type? Now this item, so whatever the item you're going to type or enter here, whether this item is a packing item, okay, whether it is a packing item or whether it is a standard item or whether it is a text item or it is a text value item. Okay, so text item means you're sending some manual to this customer. Okay, so assume that you are buying some manual from one company. It could be some user manual or some documents. So those are text items. Value items, for example, the company is offering some vouchers to you, Amazon vouchers. Okay, those are value items. Standard items. So these are the items that you're going to sell to the customers. Okay. For example, if I click F4 here, F4 here, you can say standard item, okay, value item, okay, value item, some vouchers, like I told, some vouchers, text item, some user manuals or some PDF Word documents. Those are text item. Packing item, for example, to pack, these are the packing items. For example, I have 10 liters of some vitamin drink. Now I have to pack that, right? So I am entering whether that material is a packing item or not. I will decide here. Okay. So for TAN, the item type is the blank. So blank means standard item. So this is a standard item which I'm going to sell to this customer. Okay. Now, now if I scroll down, okay, scroll down. Okay, we will mention A for value item, B for text item, and C for packing item. Now, if you see the item category TATX, what is the text item, correct? The standard item category. So if I come back, TATX, okay. If I go inside, you can see item type as B. Okay. What is B? B means text item. Text item. Okay. And value item. For example, the item category for value item is TAW. If you double click on this, you can see A. A means value item. Value, value item. Okay. So this is the importance of item type. Now I'll go to my own item category, ZTAZ. Okay, I'll double click on this line item. Okay, this is the importance of item type. So what is the item type you're going to sell? Whether it is a voucher or whether it is a some text item or whether it is a standard item like that. Now business data. What do you mean by business data? Now if I double click on this line item, if I double click on this line item, you can see some fields, whatever you see, these are editable. Now if I go to sales tab, these fields are editable. If I go to shipping tab, you can see some fields are editable. Okay, this order combination, maximum partial delivery. Also, you remember this is item data. These are item data. What did I tell? The source data for item data is material master, right? But these are customer master data. Okay, in customer master, we will mention delivery priority, order combination. If I come to billing tab, you can see what is the in code terms, payment terms. All these are from customer master. Correct, right? Now, what do you mean by this business item? Before understanding the functionality of business item, you should understand what is business data. Okay, what is business data? Business data is the data which copies into sales order from sales tab, shipping tab, billing tab of customer master. Okay, so these is nothing but business data. If you go to customer master, you can see sales tab, shipping tab, billing tab. Some data from these tab will be copied into sales document, into sales order. These are business item. Now, see, if I uncheck this, what will happen? Okay, I will uncheck and I will save this. Okay, and I will save this. Now I will create one sales order. Okay, slash n PA01. Click enter. Enter the customer. Okay, enter the material and enter the order quantity. Now, if I go inside, you can see these fields are disabled. You cannot change this. Okay, these fields, some fields are disabled. Earlier we were able to change it, but now we are not able to change, like Incoterms, payment terms, billing date, payment guarantee procedure. All these fields are disabled. Now what do you mean by business item? Business item will allow or it controls whether to change the business data at item level or not. Okay, so business type controls whether we can change the business data at item level or not. What is business data? Business data is the data which is copied from customer master into sales order. Now schedule line tab. Now you can see the schedule line. Okay, you can see this schedule line tab in item data. Okay, now I'll come back. So when I double click on this line item, I can see the schedule line tab. Now if I uncheck this, okay, if I uncheck and save this, okay, now I will create one sales order slash NVA01, okay, ZSOR, ZSOR, okay. I will enter the material, I will enter the quantity, okay. Now if I double click on this line item, you can see you will not see schedule line tab. Okay, there is no schedule line tab. So this field controls whether to determine schedule lines or not into sales order. Okay, so this field controls whether to determine schedule lines or not. So let us see what do you mean by schedule line. So this field controls whether to determine schedule line tab into sales document line item or not. If we check this, then only system will determine schedule line tab into sales document. If we uncheck, schedule line tab will not be determined. The below item categories will have schedule line allowed uncheck. For example, G to N, L to N, KMN, WKN, TATX. Okay. So G to N, what do you mean by what is the item category? Which okay, for which business process we have G to N and L to N for credit memo and debit memo. So in this process, we do not have any physical movement of goods. Correct, right? There is no physical movement of goods, so the schedule line allowed will be unchecked for this item category. KMN. What do you mean by KMN? Quantity contract. We will create sales order with respect to quantity contract, so it will be unchecked. WKN, value contract general and value contract material specific. And for text item. So for all these item categories, the schedule line will be unchecked. If I go to G to N, okay. If I go to, I'll come back. If I go to G to N, if I double click on this line item, you can see the schedule line allowed is blank. Okay. So this is the importance of schedule line allowed or not. Next one is item relevant for delivery. Okay. I'll go to ZTAZ. I'll double click on this line item. Item relevant for delivery. So what is the importance of this field? This field is only applicable for text or value item. This field is not applicable for standard item. If text item and value item is relevant for delivery, then check this field. Okay, for all the item categories, this item relevant for delivery will be unchecked. Only for text item and value item, it will be checked. If I go to position, and if I go to text item TATX, okay, if I double click on this line item, you can see it is checked. Okay, and if I go to value item TAW, okay, so this is checked. Okay, so we will check only for text item and value item. If and also one more condition, if these are relevant for deliver, then only you have to check this. Okay, now I will go to my item category ZTAZ. So what is the next field? Returns. Okay, returns. This field controls whether the item is delivering to customer or whether it is coming back from the customer. Okay, this field controls whatever the material that I am entering here. Okay, so this field controls whatever the material I am entering here, whether I am going to sell to the customer or whether this material is coming back to the company. Okay, it's coming back to the company. So if we check this, then system will treat as a written item, and while creating invoice, the accounting entries revenue account debit to customer account credit. So let us assume for ZTAZ, I will check this returns. Actually, this we are selling to customer, but what happens if I check returns to standard item ZTAZ? See, whenever I am creating a sales order Z slash and VA01, click enter, enter the customer, enter the material. Okay, click enter. Okay, enter the material. Okay, I will enter the material, enter the quantity. You can see negative value 25,000 minus 25,000. Okay, so this means that it's a reverse entry, right? So that is the importance of this field returns. And we will check returns only for a return order, consignment returns. So you can see the below item categories will have return check. For example, REN returns, consignment returns, G2N, KAN, TASG, that is third party process returns, intercompany STO returns, and so these are the item categories. Okay, I think this KAN, okay, consignment issue, right? Okay, I think I have to remove this consignment issue. For consignment issue, we will not get that. Okay, with consignment returns. So these are the item categories for which we check returns. Now, weight or volume check. Okay, weight or volume check. Weight or volume check. Only if I check this, system will calculate what is the total weight and net weight. Okay, if I go to shipping tab, you can see net weight and gross weight. Okay, system will calculate. See, I have entered only 10 quantities here. Okay, I have entered 10 quantities here, but system is proposing me what is the total weight, total net weight and gross weight. So what happens if I uncheck? If I uncheck and save this, okay, if I uncheck and save this, now I will create sales order slash NVA01. Click enter. I will enter the customer. I will enter the material. Okay, I will enter the material. Now, if I double click on this line item and if I go to shipping tab, You cannot say this net value and gross. So system will not calculate. So this is the importance of weight or volume relevant. You should always check this. So you should check this for certain item categories whenever you're doing delivery. Okay, now if I create a sales order slash NVA01, okay, I will enter the customer and I will enter the material. Okay. What is the item category? Item category is ZTAZ. If I double click on this line item and if I go to shipping tab, you can see net weight and gross weight. Okay. Net weight and gross weight. Credit active. So this is an important field, credit active. Okay. What do you mean by credit active? This field controls whether to update the line item value into credit management or not. If we check this, then only the item value will be updated into credit management. Now, now you can see the value of this line item. Okay. The value of this line item is 2,500 rupees. Okay. So now this check credit active. This field controls whether to update this line item into credit management or not. So this is the functionality of uh, credit active. Okay. This is the functionality of credit active. Next, we have determined cost. See, the cost has been determined here. So I've checked this box. So what happens if I check determined cost? So I'll go to sales order. Okay, I'll go to sales order slash NVA01. Okay, VA01. It's taking some time. Okay, click enter. Enter the customer. Enter the material. I will give 10 liters. Now, if I double click on this line item, I will go to condition tab, VPRS condition type will be determined. What is VPRS condition type? So VPRS is nothing but cost. So what is the cost as occurred to manufacture one bottle? 150 rupees has been occurred. So VPRS condition type will be determined into sales order only if you check this determined cost. Okay, what happens if I uncheck? I will uncheck this and I will save this. Okay, now I will create one sales order. Okay, slash n VA01. Click enter, give the customer, give the material, enter the order quantity. Now double click on this line item, go to condition tab, and if you scroll down, VPRS, where is VPRS? Okay, VPRS has not been determined, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I will check this and I will save this. Okay. So if you uncheck, what will happen? VPRS condition type will not be determined. So this is the functionality of determined cost. Okay. So now I have unchecked. Now when I create a sales order slash and VA01, okay, click enter, give the customer, give the material. Okay. I will select this line item. I will click on this dollar symbol. So system will take me directly to condition tab. Okay. Now if I scroll down, see VPRS condition type will be determined into sales order. So this is the functionality of determine cost. Next one is completion rule. So what do you mean by completion rule? So we have multiple options here. So blank means not relevant for completion. A means item is completed with the first reference itself. B. Item is completed after full quantity has been referred. C. Item is completed after the target quantity is fully referred. D. Item is referred via contract release. E. Item is completed after full target value is referred. Now let us see what does this statement mean. So what is A? A means item is completed with the first reference itself. Now I will create one inquiry document. Okay. Inquiry document slash NVA11. Okay. IN is a document type to create inquiry. Click enter. Enter the customer. Now enter the material. I will give 100 liters. Click enter and save this. And save this. Now I will create quotation with respect to enquiry. So control C, I'll copy this enquiry document. I will create one quotation slash and VA21. So Qt is a document type. Click on create. So give the enquiry number. Click on copy. Click on copy. You can see 100 liters has been copied here. Now what I will do, I will give 50 liters. Okay, and I will save this. And I will save this. Now I will go to slash and VA20 22. Change mode of quotation. I will click enter. When I click this document flow, you can see the status of enquiry is completed. Even though I have consumed only 50% of the quantity, but still the enquiry is completed. So this is the meaning of A. So what is A? What is A? A means item is completed with the first reference itself. So we will maintain A for enquiry. So if I come back, what is the item category for enquiry? AFN. Okay, AFN. If you go inside, you can see completion rule as A. What is A? Item status is completed with the first reference itself. Okay, item is completed with the first reference itself. Now, what is B? B means item is completed after full quantity has been referred. Okay, now what I will do, I'll come back. Now I will create one sales order with reference to this quotation. Okay. Now I will copy this quotation, Control C. Now slash and VA01. Okay, click on create with reference. I will give the quotation number. Uh, Click on copy. See, 50 liters has been copied. Now I will save this. Now I will save this. Now if I go to change mode of the slash and VA02, okay, and if I click on document flow, you can see the quotation line item is completed. Okay. So what do you mean by B? So B is maintained for quotation. So A, G, N is item category for quotation. If I go, the completion rule is B. So what do you mean by B? So B is nothing but item is completed after full quantity has been referred. So this is the importance of completion rule. Okay. For enquiry AFN, the completion rule is A. Item is completed with first reference. For quotation, it is A. For quotation, the item category is AGN and completion rule is B. For quantity contract, it is C, and for value contract, it is WKN. Okay, so completion rule. So note this point, very important point. Completion rule is applicable only between sales document to sales document, and completion rule is not applicable between sales document to delivery document. Okay, so that is the reason for standard item category TAN, we do not have completion rule because we are creating delivery with respect to sales order, right? So here delivery is coming. So that is the reason for item category TAN, we will not mention completion rule. So completion rule is applicable only between sales document to sales document. Okay. So enquiry to quotation is a sales document. Now quotation to sales order is a no, order. Okay. Now order to sales order to delivery is not, we will not mention the completion rule. Okay. This is the importance of completion rule. So this field controls when the status of the line item should be completed. Okay, so when the status of the line item should be completed, this status, whatever the status that you see here, when it should be completed and when it should be open will be controlled by completion rule. Okay, and what is the next we have special stock indicator. This field controls when doing delivery which stock should be considered. Blank means unrestricted, W means consignment stock, E means sale order stock. Okay, so what is the next field we have? Next field we have, I'll go to my item category, that is ZTAZ. Okay, ZTAZ. Click enter. Click enter. We have special stock indicator. Okay, special stock indicator. Okay, I will take this special stock indicator. So blank means what? Unrestricted stock. W means consignment stock. E means sale order stock. Okay. So what is E? E means order on hand also you can call. W means consignment stock. Blank means unrestricted. These three are very important for us. Okay. I will close this. And for the below item categories as a special stock W in interview they will ask for which item categories we have special stock indicator W for consignment issue and consignment stock. Okay, for consignment issue and consignment stock we have special stock indicator W. And what is the functionality of special stock indicator W in consignment issue and consignment returns? Okay, this field controls that while doing delivery in consignment issue, the system will consider the consignment stock. Okay, or the stock will be reduced from consignment stock. So, what is consignment returns? So, what is the functionality in KRN? This field controls that while doing return delivery in consignment, okay, this field controls that while doing return delivery in consignment return, okay, the stock will be added back to consignment stock. Okay, during consignment return process, the stock will be added to consignment stock. The below item categories as special stock indicator E for make to order and IPO process. We have the special stock indicator E. So this field controls while creating sales order, system will consider only sale order stock and system will not consider unrestricted stock. Okay. This field controls this field controls that while doing delivery in IPO process, system will consider sale order stock only. Okay. So this is the importance of special stock indicator. In interview they will ask. Okay, please go through all these things. At least one question definitely they will ask. Okay, and one second. So this one you can make it to make to order, right? So while doing delivery, okay, this is not sale order. While creating delivery, okay, system will consider sale order stock only, and system will not consider unrestricted stock. See, if I go to /nmmb, okay, if I give the location, storage location, and if I execute, so these are unrestricted stock. These are unrestricted stock. So at the time of delivery, we are telling to system that whether you have to consider the stock from unrestricted stock or on order stock or consignment stock. Okay, so this is the functionality of special stock indicator W. Okay, next we have is billing relevancy. So billing relevancy. So this field controls whether the item is relevant for billing or not. And it also controls whether item is order related billing or delivery related billing. Okay. Blank means not relevant for billing. A means delivery related billing. B means order related billing. See, while doing credit memo and debit memo, we created invoice with respect to order. Correct, right? That was order related billing. Now, if I create a standard order, I am creating invoice with respect to delivery, right? So that is delivery related billing. Blank means not relevant for billing. And these are the item categories. For these item categories, we will have billing relevancy blank. For example, inquiry, quotation, contracts, text item, and free of charge, consignment fill up, consignment pickup, and BOM header pricing item sub item. So these are the item categories for which the billing relevancy will be blank. And the below item categories we will have billing relevancy A. What is A? A means a delivery related billing. For example, TAN, consignment issue. Okay. For these item categories we will have billing relevancy as A, and the below item categories we will have billing relevancy B. Okay. And the below item categories, we will have billing relevancy C. What is C? Order related billing status according to target quantity. So here we have target quantity. For G2N and L2N, we have, billing relevancy as C. Okay. And the below item categories, we will have billing relevancy D. That is pro forma invoice. Okay. What is D? D means pro forma invoice for STO process or consignment fill up. fill up process, and KLN for free of charge, we can create pro forma invoice. Okay. If the billing relevancy is D, then we can create pro forma invoice. Okay. And the below item categories, we will have billing relevancy as F. What is F? Order related billing status according to Miro. So we will have billing relevancy F for third party process. Okay, third party process. So what is the control of billing relevancy F? So without Miro, we cannot raise invoice to customer. But what is the importance of billing relevancy G? Without MyGo, system will not allow to create invoice. See, it will be difficult for you. I'm just telling orally. Okay, I'm just telling orally that for this item category, this is the billing relevancy. Okay, for third party process, this is the billing relevancy. It will be confusing. It's very difficult to understand, right? So I will explain in detail about these business process in coming class. Now I can't explain because we have to go step by step. Just understand that what is the functionality of billing relevancy F. Billing relevancy F controls that without Miro system will not allow to create to customer. Billing relevancy G means without Miro system will not allow to create invoice to customer. Okay. So remember these points. We will discuss what is third party process, what is IPO process. Okay, everything we will discuss in coming class. Billing relevancy M will help to restrict zero quantity line item in invoice. Billing relevancy K, that is delivery related invoice for partial quantities. Okay, and we have billing plan type. So what do you mean by billing plan type? If I come here, I have something called billing plan type. Okay, so if we maintain billing plan type for item category, then it will be applicable to line item in sales document. If we maintain in billing plan type in document type, then it is applicable to whole document. So this billing plan type, okay, this billing plan type we have in sales order also. Okay, so slash n, slash n VOV8, go to VOV8 and go to position. What is our document type? ZSOR. Now, if you go inside, you can see billing plan type here. Okay, you can see the billing plan type here. Okay, this is the billing plan type you can see. So if I mention the billing plan type here, then the billing plan type is applicable for all document. But if I mention billing plan type in item category, then it is applicable to only that particular line item. Okay. So if I create a sales order slash n slash o VA01, okay, click enter, enter the customer and enter the material. Okay. So if I maintain billing type in sales order, so this is the maintain sales order. If I maintain billing type in sales order, then this billing type is applicable for all the line items. Now, if I maintain billing type in item category, okay, in ZTAZ, then it is applicable only for this particular line item only. So you can see this ZTAZ, no, it is applicable to only this particular line item. So this is the importance of billing plan type. Billing block. If we maintain billing block here, then it will be applicable to particular line item in sales document. Even we have billing block. Okay, we have this billing block in order type also. In order type also. This is the maintain sales order type. If I maintain billing block in sales order, then it's applicable to all the line items. And if I maintain billing block in item category, then it is applicable only to that particular line item only. Okay. Next here is pricing. We have automatic batch determination. If we check this, then batch number will be automatically determined into sales document line item. So if I go back to item category, you have automatic batch determination. Okay. If I check this, then automatic batch will be determined into sales order. You can see the batch field, no? So here you can see the batch. So automatic batch number will be determined into sales order if I check this. So usually at the time of delivery. So generally we do not determine batch in sales order. We will determine batch directly in delivery document. Now rounding permitted. If we check this, and if order quantity is in decimal, then system will round off the decimal quantities to nearest number. So you can see that field here. Okay, rounding permitted. Now order quantity is equal to 1. So if I check this, okay, I'm checking this and I'm saving this. Now if I create a sales order, system will not allow to create a sales order more than one quantity. Okay. Now I will enter the material. Order quantity I'll give 10. System will not allow. Only quantity 1 liter is allowed. So that is the functionality of order quantity is equal to 1. Okay, I will remove this and I will save this. And I will save this. Okay. Now we have create automatic PO. Okay. In third-party process and IPO process, while creating sales order, system will automatically generate PR. But if we check this system automatically generates purchase order in third party process along with ALE data for purchase order. Okay. So where in interview they will ask where is the control that system will automatically convert PR to PO in third party process. So here you have check automatic PO. Okay, here create automatic PO. So this option you have. Okay, this option you should tell this create PO automatic. Okay, and what is the next? We have structure scope. So how many we have? Okay, only this much we have. Okay. What do you mean by structure scope? This field controls whether to explode BOM or not, and it also controls whether to explode single level bomb or multiple level bomb. See, for example, what I will do, I'll go to slash and mm02. Go to mm02. I will go to item category group. I will change the item category group to ERLA. See, there is a bomb for this particular header material. I will give ERLA and I will save this. And I will save this. So let me confirm whether I have BOM or not. Slash N CS02. Okay. Bomb usage 5 needs a sales, click enter. Uh, Bomb not found. Okay. So now I will create one bomb. Slash N CS01 is the transaction code to create BOM. Click enter. Now enter the material. I will enter some two materials. Okay. This one and this two materials I'm going to enter. I will give quantity as 1 and I will give quantity as 1. Click enter and I will save this. Okay, and I will save this. And in material master, I have changed the item category group to ERLA. Now, whenever I create a sales order, so if I create a sales order, okay, I will enter the material, I'll enter 10 liters. See, the bomb is exploded. So where is the control that system is exploding? System is exploding. This bill of materials is this the control. Okay. So this is the control. So where is structure scope? Structure scope. If I click F4, if I click uh, F4, A means what? Explode single level bill of materials. B means explode multi-level bill of materials. Okay. Okay, and blank means do not explode. And we maintain structure scope only for TAP and TAQ. So this is ZTAZ, right? So this item category is ZTAZ. So that is the reason it is blank. If you go to SAP, you can see TAQ, item category TAQ. Now I will go to item category TAQ, 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 and you can see the structure scope as B. Now if I will remove this and I will save this. Okay, I will remove and I will save this. Okay, I have to remove this application also. I will remove this application and I will remove this manual entry. Click enter. Okay, I will save this. Okay, application. What was the application? Sales and distribution. I will keep this application and I will save this. See, I've removed this structure scope. Now, if I create a sales order, system will not explode the bomb slash and VA01. Click enter. Enter the customer. Enter the material 10. See, system is not exploding the bill of materials because I've switched off. Okay, because I've switched off all items. No, see, that is the control. Okay, you have to maintain the structure scope for TAQ. So then only system will explode the bomb. Now we will maintain structure scope only for TAP and TAQ item categories, and for rest it will be blank. Now statistical value. So what do you mean by statistical value? If we maintain this field, then the line item value will not have any effect on the net value. and the line item value will become inactive. For example, I will create one sales order slash and VA01 and click enter. I will enter the material and I will enter customer material. Okay. Now, what do you mean by statistical value? If we maintain this field, then the line item value will not have any effect on the net value and the line item value will become inactive. For example, I will double click on this line item. Okay. Go to condition tab. See, you can see the net value is a 0. Okay. The net value is 0. And what is the item category? Item category for this particular line item is, okay, if I come back, what is the item category? TAE. Now I will go to TAE item category. I'll go to TAE item category. Okay. Now you can see the statistical value has been checked for this particular item category. That is the reason the value of this line item will not impact the net value. Okay. For example, the statistical value I will remove. Okay, I will remove the statistical item and I will save this. Now I will create one sales order slash NVA01 slash NVA01. Click enter. Click enter. Enter the customer. Enter the material. Okay, enter the material. Click enter. Click enter. Okay, click enter. Now, if you double click on this line item, okay, if I go to condition tab, okay, I have not maintained price for this extra drink. So that is the reason it is showing. Okay, it is showing 0 value. Now, control C slash OVK11. Okay, VK11. Condition type is PR00. Click enter. Enter the material price. Okay. Control V. I will give 200 rupees and I will save this. Now I'm giving the price for that material. Now I will create one sales order. Also not just that, there's a control also here. Okay. For example, pricing. So pricing should be X. Okay, pricing should be X. For example, pricing is X and static pricing is X, and I will save this for item category TAE. Now I will create one sales order slash NVA01. Okay, enter the customer, enter the material. Okay, enter the material. Now if you double click on this line item and if you go to condition tab, you can see the net value. Okay, where is the control? The control is here, pricing X. So it is pricing X. Now what I will do, I want to see the price as well as I should not impact this value to the net value. Now I will save this. So what I'm telling that price, I should see the price. It is relevant for pricing, but it should not impact the net value. Now I will create one sales order slash NVA01. VA01. Now enter the customer and enter the material. Enter the material of, I'll give some 10 quantities. Click enter. Click enter. Click enter. Now if I double click on this line item, if I go to condition tab, I can see the net value. I can see the value, but this value will not impact. See, you can see this inactive, right? So this is inactive, yellow symbol. If it is inactive, that means that this will not impact the net value. So this is how you have to practice. Okay, this is how you have to do R&D. Okay, now I will remove this pricing and I will save this. Now now I have maintained the price as 200, right? Slash and VA01. I will create once again the sale order. Okay, I will enter the customer. Okay, I will enter the customer. I will enter the material of, for example, 100 liters. Click enter. See, I have maintained the price for this material as 200. Now, if I select this line item, if I go to condition tab, you can see the value as 0. Because why? Because I have removed the pricing field. I have removed. I am telling that it is not relevant for pricing. If it is not relevant for pricing, I should not see the value also. That is the importance of the statistical value pricing field. Okay. And what is the next? We have pricing field. Okay, we have this pricing field. Okay. Blank means not relevant for pricing. X means standard pricing. A means pricing for empties. B means free of goods. Okay. And this field controls whether the item is relevant for pricing or not. It also controls whether item is relevant for normal pricing or free of goods. Okay. If the item is not relevant for pricing, then mention B. If the item is relevant for pricing, then mention X. If the item is relevant for 100% discount, then maintain B. And for these are the item categories we have. Okay. Not relevant for pricing, and these many item categories we have. Relevant for pricing, these many item categories, and relevant for free goods, this is the item category TANN. And next one is the item category determination. So I've already explained you how we can determine item category into sales order. So based on sales document type, item category group, item usage, higher level item category group. So these are the things we have. Okay, if I go to VOV4, okay, go to VOV4 slash N VOV4. If I go to VOV4, if I go to new entries, if you go see, so this is the item category. How you can determine item category? You can determine item category into sales order based on sales order type, item category group, which is a material master, item usage, and higher level item category. So these are the functionalities and behavior of item category and item category determination. So that's all for today's guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubts, please raise your question in comment box. And if you haven't subscribed for my channel, please subscribe because it will help you to give the notification of my upcoming video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.